So the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
I did it, you did it, and he didn't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean
Fair enough.
I didn't mean to hurt you with that. But you were too young.
Right.
That's why. You would have
Yeah.
done it.
It's a thing. It's a thing
Yeah.
that you could do as a comedian. It was a big thing.
If you
It was a
were
big thing.
really lucky.
It was almost like, how many followers would you have on Instagram to be equivalent to being on the Tonight Show? Would you say?
30 million?
No.
More?
No, way less. To be
Well,
able
that's-
to, you've been on the Tonight Show, so now you're known, so now you can headline comedy clubs and maybe you can sell some tickets. I feel like Instagram, that's somewhere between 100, 200,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, okay. I
Fan
understand what
followers
you're
who
saying.
love your
But
stand-up.
how many
and-
people watch the Tonight Show on a couple millions, right?
Millions, yeah.
Yeah.
But then not all those people were going out.
That's
some
true.
of them were having sex, some of them were drunk or asleep.
Right.
Even by the time we were on.
Farmers,
Could
people
have been
watching.
farmers, yeah.
A lot of people watching. Wow. So what was your first experience with it? How'd you get the show?
I had moved to L.A. I'd already done Letterman a few times, and Jim McCauley was coming out to see me, and he thought I found this out because he had a conversation with my manager, who was known, managed Robin Williams and Billy Crystal, and so
What was his name?
Buddy Mora, now passed away.
More Jaffe.
Bresner and Steinberg. Rollins,
Yeah.
Jaffe, Mora, Bresner,
Bresner, Steinberg, yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
Them all.
so Jim McCauley, who was who was the booker for the Tonight Show at the time, said to my manager that he thought Jake when he's doing his act, he kind of stammers a little bit, and Johnny might think he's nervous, and if Johnny thinks he's nervous, then that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy said, well, that's his act. That's how he talks in his act. So he's not really nervous. It just seems like he's nervous, and that's the jokes come out of that, or the laughs come out of that. And it took Jim a while to really get convinced. He had to come and see me a few times. Then he had to see. I think he watched some of the Lettermans, and I don't know what happened, but then I got to go on the Tonight Show.
What did Bob Newhart say? That Stammer got me a house in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Ellen DeGeneres did stammer too, right?
A little bit.
You understand? Do you just do that for your act, or is it a...
Well, I think it's kind of a part of my personality, but more so than now.
Right.
And also it kind of, I think, grew out of being, you're on stage for the first time or the first few times, or, and you're just trying to just do your material, but be who yourself, not who you are, not get bogged down or try and pretend anything. Just get it out. Do your act.
So what was it like stepping out there? Remember the introduction? Remember him?
Yeah. They had like a stage guy behind. So you're behind the curtain.
He bleeds the curtain.
Yeah, and so
Macaulay's back there with you too.
I think he was back there, and so I'm standing right at where the curtain's going to come apart, and there's two guys that are going to pull the curtain apart, I think, and another guy who's got a hold of my jacket behind me.
So you
But
can't
I
run
think
out of there?
this is what it seemed, or he's going to tell me to go, or whatever. And the band is going crazy, so they set you up. The show's going on, and then they say, okay, well, they're going to commercial, so come and get in this spot. And so I'm in that spot, and the band's going crazy, and they're going to stop, and then Johnny's going to introduce me. They're going to open the curtain. I'm going to go out. My manager, this guy Buddy, is off to the side, and he goes, Jake, and I look over and I just go, what? I'm about to go on. He goes, don't fuck this up.
Oh no!
Yeah, funny. He thought it was funny. It was funny. Kind
Yeah.
of. And then Johnny said my name, and they opened. The guys pull the curtain out. The guy gives me a little boost or whatever they did. I mean, that's, who knows if I'm remembering exactly right. And then you go out and do your act, and then at the end, Johnny gave me the okay signal, but I didn't get to go over and sit down.
Right.
I got to sit down another couple of times when I was on.
What,
Not
did it
that
change
time.
your life being on the Tonight Show?
Well, who knows what changes your life? All these things add up to something. But it wasn't one of those ones. It wasn't like Drew Carey or Kevin Meaney, where it was just like one shot, one night, kapow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So it was great, but it wasn't that kind of shot heard around the world kind of